Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! 30 base. Let's go, Pete! Go, Pete!
Now a man whose father won 2 rings as a Bronco, it's Christian McCaffrey. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. They'll run with McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
60 Pittsburgh.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here is big. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's McCaffrey. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Julio Jones, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise, as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Hey, watch it, watch it!
Grace don't travel, Grace don't travel.
Hey, yo, go gun, go gun, go gun.
I 7, let's go!
On first down, Mahomes got his man, Robbie Anderson. score. Robbie Anderson, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. McManus's point after is good, and they take the lead here at 7-6. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Off the play fake. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, because I have a feeling that the defensive coordinator and head coach are on the sideline screaming, no, no, no. Good play.
Yeah, good job, buddy. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Looking to throw. Eason. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
At the 37-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
15. Don't be scared of it. 54.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Exit.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Open man is Anderson.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Broncos 9, Panthers 6.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
15.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Routine spill. Not today, you are. Not today. Or big.
Mike spot 4.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Hey, 57. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Hey, check.
So that'll back him up 5.
Mike. Yellow. 15. Yellow.
Alpha.
Check, general.
West.
Watch out. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
It's our field.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. That's complete to John Ross. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. John Ross, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. Well, they don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
On 1st and 10, Eason, quick slant, caught by Moore. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
61, match box, lights. Slide.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st down, Eason. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg Olsen. His 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Operating from the gun, Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you're trying to throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now...
And got his man complete. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages, what are we going to do to put a man on him? The big thing to me is treat it like a good pitcher treats pitching a game. Change your timing, change your location. So sometimes you're up on him, sometimes you're back. Just change up the looks that he sees and make him just a little bit more hesitant.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Mahomes now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 54. Mike 50.
Attack!
Bravo.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Easy.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
27.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Right there, 54 Mike.
Buzz.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
And again, it's Mahomes looking for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, and they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
We own them. Hey, watch that.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. John Ross with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. McManus's point after is good, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment. But here, he's one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Back to throw. Eason. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. Now this is fielded in the end zone. A very nice. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go for a vertical. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. He will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, one-play interceptions, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check 50.
15.
He's checking crap.
Mahomes now on first down. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. John Ross, 61 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game being on the second half no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Back to throw. Eason into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And they open the lead up now to 25. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
54 Mike. Check. Watch 54.
On third down, Eason looking downfield for Jones. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And maybe getting a little too cute there on the punt return. Sometimes they forget Paramount holding on to that football.
I really do believe most of the return guys think to themselves, when I get the ball, I'm going to make the play that's going to change the game.
I'm going to break it.
I'm going to break it. And you love that they have that attitude, but your point is so well taken. What do you have to do? First and foremost,
hold on to it.
Take care of the football. That's all he needed to do.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way home for a Broncos score. John Ross, 40 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. McManus's point after is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
You can't block me.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason taking a shot for Samuel. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big play there for the Panthers. 55 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And with a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 1st down. Eason. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Welcome back now to Denver. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Julio Jones, the lone receiver, left. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. He's at the 50. He's at the 40. The 20. 10. 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
60 outlaw.
Right, 54. Hey, keep it up.
Looking to throw. Eason. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Eason. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. He's going to look deep for more. This is caught inside the 15. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Wait. That's a line.
59.
57 colors.
Now it's Lindsey, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And, Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
59. Mike to 59.
43.
Hatchet. Slam. Fire. 64. Weak.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
All right, D, let's try. All right, D. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 66. Bullet high.
Right there. 54. Right there.
Yellow.
You must be getting tired of seeing.
Attack.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Let's go, baby.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. That one complete to Anderson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. He'll find Lindsey here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Man, I got you. Man.
2nd and 5. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. A gain of 28 yards there, and give him a first down. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner.